And welcome to A Course of Love. We got a girls' night going on. I'm Teri. My co-host is Karen. Hi, Karen. And our other co-host here is Auntie Jean.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
We're just having such a great time reading and discussing this book, A Course of Love by Mary Perron. And so hopefully, if you've been tuning in to us, you are following along where we're at. And we're on 9.24, I do believe. So the way we've been doing this, if you're new to listening to us, we read a passage and then see if anybody has any insights or ahas or anything to contribute to that. So
Questions.
or questions, right? So let's get going. Would somebody like to read the first one?
I got it right here.
Thank you, Karen.
The only replacement that can occur that will accomplish what you seek is the replacement of illusion with the truth, the replacement of fear with love, the replacement of your separated self with your real self, the self that rests in unity. It is your knowledge that this must occur that leads you to attempt every other kind of replacement. You can continue on in this fashion, always hoping that the next replacement will be the one that succeeds in bringing you what you desire, or you can choose instead the only replacement that will work.
There's that choice again, right? Yeah.
I was lost. I'm sorry. I forgot where we left off. But I found it now.
Okay. Yeah. And it's like when we make those choices, sometimes we try it the same way we've always tried it, thinking it's going to be different, and that's what they say is the definition of insanity, to keep doing something the same way and thinking it's going to turn out a different way. And it doesn't. So looking at the choices, I think, with awareness and with an open mind. All right, so I can read the next one. All that you are asked to give up is your insane notion that you are alone. We speak much of your body here only because it is your proof of this insane idea's validity. It is your proof as well that a life of fear is warranted. How could you not fear for the safety of a home as fragile as the body? How could you fail to provide the next meal for yourself and those within your care? You do not see all that these distractions of meeting needs would keep you from. I'm going to go on. And yet, the very reality that you have set up, the reality of not being able to succeed in what you must constantly strive to do, is a situation set up to provide relationship. Like everything else you have remembered of creation and made in its image, so too is this. While making yourself separate and alone, you have also made it necessary to be in relationship to survive. Without relationship, your species itself would cease to be. In fact, all life would end. Of course, you must help your sister and brother, for they are yourself, and they are your only means to grasp eternity, even within this false reality you have made. Woo. Yeah, that was a mouthful.
And it's so true because we no one's an island unto himself. We need relationships. I like the way they bring out that all life would cease if we weren't in relationships, which is so true.
Yeah.
You know? So relationships is a necessity. It's a necessity. But of course, the problem is that the biggest relationship we should be in, most of us haven't acknowledged or become a part of, because the biggest relationship we need is with everyone, with the oneness.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and I know that's your dream, both of you actually,
It is.
that we all realize that we are one, and that
Mm-hmm.
without each other, we're nothing. We can't do anything without each other. You know, I'm sorry, I always get off track. Is it okay if I do a little bit?
Yes.
Heard someone say, a spiritual person today, that in the way, he says, I don't perceive it as a gift, but in a way, COVID was a lesson for us, a gift in lessons, because during that time, we saw everybody work together. The scientists, the the countries, all the countries and everything, they came together to try to help this terrible situation, and it showed us what we could do if we worked together. If we
Mm-hmm.
concentrated and stopped thinking about all this power business and worked together, and even showed how Mother Nature responded to it, because the air is cleared, the air was beautiful in places where there was always smog. The dolphins swam up the Venetian canals. It was like a little bit of an earth paradise. And he said, we should have learned from that we should have taken the lesson and learned that we need each other and we have to work together. And we can solve all the problems of the world if we would do that. So anyway, it kind of went with the
Okay.
parable.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I believe it was a couple of years ago. We were saying, wouldn't it be great if we could have that kind of relationship with each other, that type of collaboration and cooperation without having a catastrophic event, without having the 911 and COVID and tsunamis and all the catastrophes? Wouldn't it be great if we could just love each other and honor each other without having to go through something like that? So that's the dream, right? That's what we hold out there in front of us. Okay, who's next?
I guess me. And we are at 927.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let us return to the example of feeding your sister's hunger and quenching your brother's thirst. This is not only a lesson in feeding and quenching spiritual hunger and thirst, it's a lesson in relationships as well. It is the relationship inherent in meeting another's needs that makes the meeting of need a thing of lasting value. It is your willingness to say, brother, you are not alone, that is the benefit of such situations, not only to your brother, but also to you. It is saying, sister, you are not alone. That spiritual hunger and thirst is met with the fullness of unity. It is in realizing that you are not alone, and that you realize your unity with me, and beginning to turn from fear towards love. And that's true.
Yes.
You know, there's someone who said, I don't know who it was, that humanity is at its best when things are at their worst. And that's true. People do jump in and help each other when things are going bad. But like you said, why can't we do that all the time?
Yeah.
Why can't we be like that all the time? No, that's the way we should be.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Jean.
Want me to continue or
Yeah, go ahead.
you want? You are not your own creator. This is your salvation. You did not create something from nothing. And what you started with is what God created and remains as God created it. You do not have to ask yourself to stretch your belief beyond these simple statements. Are they really so implausible as to be beyond your acceptance? Is it so impossible to imagine that what God created was distorted by your desire to have your reality be other than what it is? Have you not seen this kind of distortion take place within the reality you do see? Is this not the story of a gifted son or daughter who squanders all of the gifts he or she possesses by seeing them not, or by sadly distorting what they might be useful for? You are the prodigal sons and daughters. Well, welcome constantly to return home to your Father's safe embrace. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, we are that prodigal son because we test the waters, don't we? I do it with the angels. I'm like, I know how to do this, or I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and they just stand there like, okay, we'll just wait.
That's all they have to do because we'll get it sooner or later.
Yeah, so then when things go awry, they're like, oh, welcome back, welcome home. Yeah.
Home is where they have to take you back. That's what they say.
We're so loved. We are really so loved. So, Karen, do you want to do 30?
Okay, think of your automobile or computer or any other thing that you use. Without a user, would it have any function at all? Would it be anything? An automobile abandoned without a user might become a home to a family of mice. A computer might be covered with a cloth, a flower pot placed on top of it. Someone not knowing what it is for would make of it what he or she would have it be, but never would the user seek to exchange roles with it. When an accident happens, an automobile cannot be seen to be at fault for mistakes made as by the user. Yet, in a way, this exchange of roles is similar to what you have attempted to do, and it is like placing the blame for a car accident on the automobile. You have attempted to change places with the body, claiming that it is using you rather than you are using it. You do not. You do so out of guilt in an attempt to place your guilt outside yourself. My body made me do it is like the cry of the child with an imaginary friend. With this claim of an imaginary friend, the child announces what his body is not within his control. What is your ego but an imaginary friend to you?
Mm. Wow, that's a great way of looking at it. Yeah. It's so true, though. We always want to point our finger, don't we? We can never just say, I did it, you know? It's always, yeah, you made me do that. Or, the car just kind of messed up on its own.
You know, in the Spanish language, it's amazing because they use a phrase when something breaks, or if they've got something and then it breaks, they never say, I broke it. The term is sekevro. I can't say it right. Sekevro. It broke
It
itself.
broke. Yeah,
It broke itself. Yeah, it broke.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but by putting the say in front of it, it means it broke itself. And you're like, okay,
Yeah.
wait a minute. It didn't break itself. You broke it. But it's a good way of not accepting responsibility for anything you do. And I always thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, it is. I'm having deja vu moment because I feel like we have had this same conversation. It's so weird, isn't it?
You know,
Like,
that happened to me yesterday. I
yeah,
think time is doing something really weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yesterday when the
I could
kids
swear we had this exact same
in
conversation, and
conversation.
you told us that exact same thing
Oh, well, I
about the
may have.
Spanish because I
What?
know what you were going to say when you were saying it. But no, we haven't read this chapter at
No,
this
we
point.
haven't. No. But maybe at another time. Who knows? You know how I am about bringing in nonsense things. So
No, it was just so weird as I mean, even this part of the chapter, I'm like, okay, I feel like I've held a conversation about this before. It's so strange. But it's a beautiful concept of having us to open our eyes and see how we always like try to, or don't always, but most of the time we try to put that finger away from ourselves.
we
You know,
do.
he made
Yeah.
me do it. They made me do it. That invisible
And you
they.
know, that's so weird because half the time we're doing that, and then half the time we're saying, well, it was my fault. I know I did something wrong.
I
I know
know.
I shouldn't have
Yeah.
done that. It was something I
Yeah.
did that caused that. You know, so we're like,
Yeah.
we don't even know what we want anymore. We're half the time blaming someone else and half the time blaming ourselves. So, you know,
Yeah.
talk about being confused. We are
We
confused.
get ourselves confused, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. Yeah. So shall we read some more? Still got 5 minutes.
Oh,
All right.
yes, of course.
All
Are
right.
you reading or you want
I
someone
can
else?
read. Child of God, you need no imaginary friend when you have beside you he who is your friend always and would show you that you have no needs at all. What you truly are cannot be used, not even by God. See you not that it is only an illusion that you can use others who are like yourselves? Yeah. I remember when I first read this passage, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, just come back to reality, come back to the fact that we are never alone. And God is always guiding us, always.
I read that, it made me cry.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't bawl. I always get teary eyed because it
Mm-hmm.
says, Child of God, you need no imaginary friend when you have beside you he who is your friend always and would show you that you have no needs at all. And that made me just feel
Mm-hmm.
so wonderful.
Yeah. All needs are
And it's so
met.
true.
Yeah, it is.
So true. Yeah. Anyway.
32, Jean.
Oh, I thought we weren't going to read anymore. I'm sorry. Okay. You learn your concept of using others from the reality you have made in which you use the body that you call your home. and identify as you're in your own self, how can the user and the object of use be one and the same? This is insanity. Makes the purpose of your life seem to be one of usefulness. The more your body can be of use to others and to yourself, the more worthwhile you see it as being. Ages have passed since creation began, and still you have not learned the lessons of the birds of the air or the flowers of the field. 2,000 years have passed since you were told to observe this lesson. The lilies of the valley of the field neither sow nor reap, and yet they are provided for. The birds of the air live to sing a song of gladness. So do you. God's will for you is happiness, and never has it been otherwise. God's creation is for eternity and has no use for time. Time, too, is of your making, an idea of use gone mad, as once again you have taken something made for your own use and allowed it to become the user. With your own two hands, you give away all your happiness and power to that which you have made. It matters little now that in so doing, you once again imitate that what your faulty memory will tell you that your creator did. God alone gives free will. In giving your power to things like your body and to ideas like time, your imitation of the gift of free will is so falsely placed in illusion that you cannot see this madness for what it is truly. Your body has no use for your powers, and time has not made for happiness. Oh, that's so true.
I love that last line. Yeah. Time was not made for happiness.
No, because we're eternal joy.
Eternal. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
And
I
if
love
it's
that.
relative, then it's not real.
That's right. Yep.
If it can come and go, it's part of the temporary. But if it's something that we have forever, that's love.
Yep. Absolutely. So I marked our place in my book.
I'll do that too, so I know where.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So we know where to start tomorrow.
Me too.
All right. So we're going to change our hats.
No, I've read the whole thing, but it's better doing it this way.
Oh, I love doing it this way. What a great idea.
Hello.
Welcome, Chris.
Sweetheart.
Hello.
Where are our chanters tonight?
I don't know.
Let's call them in here.
He's here.
Marlene.
He says, I'm here.
Yeah, he has a restore a cave.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully they'll show up. So we are going into chanting now. Our first chant is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So Karen, would you take us into this chant, please?
Yes. So this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will take us into the experience of freedom. And then we'll go into our next chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
we declare that all illusions, illnesses, and allergies be removed.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Gam
Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Ganapataye
Namaha. Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
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 Om Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye
Om
Namaha. Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Let's take a breath into the heart center. Let's see all of those obstacles and barriers that we felt were so important, so monumental, seeing them just drifting away because they weren't real. They were part of the illusion. Only love is real. We cannot be separated from our Creator. We cannot be separated from each other because we are all part of the great field of oneness, the one consciousness. So let's hold that energy, that love in our hearts as we go into our next chant. And the chanters are invited to come back to our breathing so that our collective energy of mindfulness will bring us together as an organism, going as a river with no more separation. Let the whole of the chanters breathe as one body, chant as one body, listen as one body, and transcend the boundaries of a delusive self, liberated from the superiority complex, the inferiority complex, and the inequality complex. This chant we're going into is the chant of love. Some call it the miracle chant. It is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So Karen, please take us into this chant.
Okay, so this is where we chant 3 times slow. Then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us into the next part of our session. So we declare that all we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Renge.
Kyo.
We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
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 Renge
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 Kyo.
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 Nam
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 Myoho
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 Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Nam
Myoho
Renge
Myoho
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Nam
Renge
Nam
Myoho
Kyo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
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 Renge Kyo.
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
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 Kyo.
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 Nam
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 Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Nam
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Nam
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo. Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Let's breathe into our heart center, connecting in with the source of all that is, knowing that we are a part of the divine. We are each connected in that great field of oneness. And each night we give honor to our Creator. We give thanks and praise. And we do this through the chanting of Om 3 times slowly. And then we stay in our hearts and we give that love away into the world. So let's take a deep breath in together and start the chanting of Om. Now stay connected in your heart. Feel that love energy. It's so peaceful. When we go into that very core of who we are, we understand more fully what we're doing here, how we are all connected together, what it means to say, I love you, thank you. So as we stand in that field of oneness together, we're going to send out the energy as one, united, sending it into the world, making that big wave of motion into the world, the intent to bring in more peace, for people's hearts to be touched, for our world leaders' hearts to be touched, to see their mission that they are on, to see their responsibility that they have to lead a nation into peace. So let's take that breath in, and we're all going to send this out at the same time. We're going to release it on the world. This beautiful energy of love, of peace, of joy. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Peace. 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 I felt that wave when it went out tonight. And I feel our Marlene. Hello to our miracle Marlene who joined us. Thank you for being here. So every night we make a declaration. And I'm going to ask Chris to count us down so we can say this declaration all together now.
I am Bayana. We do this every night, everyone. We declare that the peace of love can be kind. 1, 2, 3.
We declare that there is
is
peace on
Peace
earth.
on earth.
And we declare that peace
That
begins
Begins
inside of
inside
us.
of us.
I
choose to
choose
see
to
only
see
light
only light
and
and
Light
love,
and love
always.
Amen.
forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Well, Charlie's not here,
And
Jean, so it's up to
here.
you.
And I think he said it was 1,382 tonight, right? It is.
I think so.
1,382 days we have been chanting as a group known as the
The peace for peace.
And one of our really glorious P's is with us today, our miracle P, Marlene.
Oh my
And
God.
we have on set in the room, we have Chris, our sweet P.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
And we have our beautiful songstress P, Karen. And we have our Mama P, Teri. And we have me, I'm Auntie Jean. And look who just came in, the Queen of Peace. Hi, Queen of Peace.
Hello.
And we are so happy to be together and doing this to lift the frequency of the whole earth, and peace is coming, and we can feel it. It's like you know how before you go to a great show or something, you can feel that energy already. I can feel that energy of peace. And another wonderful thing that we do. Oh, I got to ask you if you want to be peas. I forgot. Since we're all peas, and peas are the peas for peace, and you're here, I know you want to be a pea for peace. So we're going to ask you in our formal way with song. They are peas, and they are peas, and we are peas, and wouldn't you
Wouldn't you
like
like
to be
to be
a
a
pea
pea too? I love that
And
trio. That was great.
well, it was partially great. I really
It
know
was
how
great.
bad my voice is. Anyway, we want to invite you to another beautiful peace initiative, and that's at 1:11 every day. That's 1:11 p.m. Eastern time, and we do a meditation for peace. I cannot tell you how beautiful these meditations are. I drug myself out of bed because I was really feeling sick today. And I said, I can't miss the meditation. I can't miss the meditation. And I didn't, and it was beautiful. Marbeth gave a beautiful meditation, and I know you will love them. So please come in, join your energy with us. It's at 10 million for world peace, and that's on .org or Facebook or YouTube or just about anywhere. You just put in 10 million for world peace, and you'll bring us up, and it's so beautiful. Please do come. And it's only 7 minutes. You know, who wouldn't give 7 minutes to bring peace to the world? My goodness, Teri's given her life to bring peace to the world, and we love her for it. Okay, Teri, I'll let you take it over.
Thank you, Jean. That was very sweet. And yes, indeed, we would love to have you join us. And we so appreciate you coming in to join us for chanting at night. We're here every night. So come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. And we love you. Thank you for being here. We're missing some of our P family. So Shoshana hasn't shown up. I know she was here for a minute last night, but we're missing you, Shoshana. We're missing our Grace Isas and Isabel. So
And
let's wish
Charlie.
them all well. And Charlie was out tonight. So take good care, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good night and everything's going well with you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we leave you with
Namaste, y'all.
Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love you, Gracie. Love you.